You know, there's a certain lullaby that I adore. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. Well, starlight, star bright, the last star you'll see tonight. I am the last real stargazer Saturn J Blues or Blues of your Nasty, and I'm here to grant the wish of two viewers of mine. And that wish is not only, bam, a Todd in the Shadows reaction, but also ba-bam, ba-bam, a One Hit Wonderland Tarzan Boy of Baltimora, Todd in the Shadows reaction. That went on too long. Anyway, before I start the video, I just want to say that I have history with Tarzan Boy. It's one of my favorite songs in the world. Not only do I have the regular version of it, I have the extended mix, where it has like the longer like introduction that goes and so I have that mix. Then I have an 8-bit remix, and I have the Without Me Eminem Baltimore mix. So I adore Tarzan Boy. And when I saw that Todd in the Shadows, because his videos don't come up in my subscribers, which pisses me off because I wait for his year-end review all the time. But when I found that he did a Tarzan Boy review, I was like, I'm going to react to this. So with all that said, let's get into it.
Hi,
Hello.
me Todd, this One Hit Wonderland, where we take a look at bands and artists known for only one song. We are still doing all the requests I sold off to pay for my dog repair, and look how happy she is.
Aww.
She's got her cone off, she's got a cool little scar. Oh. Now, for the record, I don't actually need the money, I'm doing fine. I could have just sold off my massive collection of vintage Inspector Gadget memorabilia if I had to. But I like doing the requests because I get exposed to things I wouldn't have thought of otherwise.
For anything.
Today's
and I love
request
Inspector
comes from
Gadget.
Sarah Shum, and while I asked all my requesters to give me 2 or 3 options, Sarah only had one. Fortunately, it's a good one.
It is a good one. Okay, so you feel it, right? Like, you guys feel it the minute he starts with the chant. You just feel like the happiness in your chest. Like, you feel the smile on your face. You can't help but sing along to it. Either so infectious. Like, you could be in the worst mood in your life, and the minute you hear that, the minute you hear that shit, it's like everything starts to brighten up. Like, this is literally a bad mood killer. I love this fucking song so much. Okay, let's get into it.
I believe this song to be from the 80s. Over the course of late 1985, the 8-man swung through Europe.
That's a whole ass twink. That's a whole ass twink.
Across the channel to the UK, and finally to America, peaking in the early months of 1986. That 8-man was, of course, Tarzan Boy, which I guess that's supposed to be Tarzan Boy right there. Looks more like Thomas Dolby or like the guy from Reanimator.
If I hear about Reanimator one more time,
80s, I guess.
Okay, so quick thing. I'm sorry. I'm reacting to this. I'm gonna give my 2 bits. I'm gonna give my 2 bits as we watch this. So I'm sorry if I keep interrupting. But can I just say something about the Reanimator? So my dad is a horror movie buff, and he loves those cheesy like C horror movies like Reanimator. I hate the Reanimator. I hate the movies. I hate the actors. But you know what I hate most of all? Move your dead bones, 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 move your dead bones, bones, bones. I hate that song so much. And I remember, and I know that Todd, in one video he put it in, he played that song and it got stuck in my head. And I just hate it. I hate zombie stuff in general. So having a song that catchy attached to like zombie shit irked me. So I hate it. I hate it so much. Also, if you guys don't mind my yapping while reacting, bars, like, comment, subscribe. Helps out the channel and all that. Anyway.
Like Tarzan Boy was a big international hit, and unlike many European smashes of the 80s, also a decently big hit in America. It wasn't humongous here, but it's had a very long and strange afterlife. Depending on when you grew up, your associations with Tarzan Boy could be one of many things, most of them regrettable. What you do not associate it with is almost certainly the act that it is credited to. And if you even knew the name of this band, you were probably further ahead than 90% of this song's listeners. That band was the dance act Baltimora, a band from Italy fronted by a Northern Irishman.
I thought it was Baltimore, not Baltimora. Oh boy.
That was the great thing about the 1980s. You could just mix and match like that. But just as quickly as he arrived, Tarzan Boy decided he could not handle our modern ways and disappeared back into the jungle, never to be seen again. Well, we're marching back into darkest Africa to capture and examine this strange, exotic specimen of 80s nostalgia. Who knows what we'll find? But can I say really quickly, this is a way better song than Africa by Toto. We should have made Weezer play this instead. Right,
I agree.
On we go! Oh! Alright, I'm gonna play a song for you.
I am your automatic lover.
Oh, I thought he was gonna play Automatic Man.
1978 called Automatic Lover by D.D. Jackson. It is, like so many songs from that era, about fucking a robot.
Okay, hold on.
Now, the robot in this song is going to be our main character. That man's real name is Jimmy McShane, or at least...
Again, huge twink. He looks like a huge twink. Also, Automatic Man. Like, have you guys heard of Automatic Man? Like, I found that song out actually because, you know, like I said, I'm a huge Todd in the Shadows fan, and it was in one of his One Hit Wonderlands. I think it was, yeah, She's a Maniac. And he played Automatic Man, and that's like top 3. So you have, like, if I have to put it strictly to the 80s, Take On Me, Tarzan Boy, Automatic Man. Look up Automatic Man. I promise you, it is worth it. It's every bit of 80s cheese with the, like, okay. To nerd out about music for a second. One of my favorite way, like a lot of way, like when it comes to music itself, there's a lot of like structures and certain like tropes that music has that hits me. I always love when the chorus is repeated until fade out. So like for Automatic Man, and then they add like a little flair at the end. So like, Automatic Man is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's the Automatic Man. And like it'll just repeat that until it fades out. I fucking love that shit. I love when the chorus continues and it starts to fade out. That's the best way. Like music these days, they don't do the normal shit that we're used to. And I hate that because I feel like music would have staying power, especially like nowadays, if they let the chorus repeat until the end. Like fade it out. Like Peaches by Justin Bieber, even though I hate Justin Bieber. Like if they just let the chorus repeat until it fade out, it will stick into people's minds a lot more. That's just my 2 cents.
He's the robot voice you hear, allegedly. I don't know if that's him in the actual suit. But the song itself was the product of a small musical collective living in Munich, the most prominent member of which was this man.
That afro though.
Giorgio Moroder. the man most responsible for turning the 70s into the 80s by mixing disco with new electronic beats.
We owe him
When anyone
the world.
argues that disco was great, actually, Giorgio there is at least half the reason why. Unfortunately, disco had a little bit of an unpopularity period in America, which meant that his style of music fled back to Giorgio's homeland, Italy. And because of Moroder's influence, it mutated into a new 80s sound called Italo disco. I can't quite define what separates Italo disco from other
the
80s
song
pop
actually
songs,
sounds
but
good
I know
though.
it when I hear
In
it.
Laszlo, don't
There's
cry.
just a thick layer of Italian cheese over it. Just distinctly European in a way that doesn't really translate to America. Meanwhile, let's get back to Jimmy, who was touring Europe with Dee Dee Jackson as a backup singer, apparently fell in love with Milan and its underground dance scene and settled there, which is where he met producer Maurizio Bazzi, who needed a frontman for his new project. Maurizio is one of the many Italian producers who popped up in Giorgio's wake, and to be honest, I don't actually know a single thing about him. There are no sights of him anywhere in any of these videos or performances, but this whole thing is his baby. Jimmy said he was hired to lay down some vocals and barely remember what this project even was when it started taking off later. So Maurizio was behind all the music, including possibly the vocals. If you remember my Rhythm of the Night video, you'll remember that lip syncing was widespread in Italy. And a lot of sites say that Baltimora was an egregious example of this practice.
I heard
Jimmy
that too.
was lip syncing entirely to Maurizio's vocals. Now, I don't want to accuse Jimmy of lying because this is not 100% confirmed, but he certainly seems like more of a dancer than a singer. But I don't want to say definitively. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. First, they had to pick a name. And yes, the band is named after Baltimore, the city, which, as always, is a complete piece.
Delete it out of respect. Yeah, fuck that. Baltimore sucks. No. I've never been to Baltimore, so I can't comment on if it sucks or not. But that is something I have heard in regards to Baltimora. Because it's Baltimora, not Baltimore, as I saw. They say that the front man, he was lip syncing, which honestly, like the 90s, if you guys remember, like think of like everybody did like the Jam Jock songs, like, and like a lot of house music, a lot of them were lip syncing the shit out of actual singers. Like I think there was one where the woman from It's Raining Men was lip synced to one of those like Jock Jam songs. Like lip syncing was huge. And do we need to bring up Milli Vanilli? Exactly. Like lip syncing was a huge thing. And honestly, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about lip syncing. Like, because music, like it's a collaboration, right? So if everybody is in sync and everybody knows their role and shut their mouth. No, if everybody knows their role, then enjoy the performance. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason why people should have gotten outraged by, well, never mind, actually. I kind of realized it. I realized it as I said it. Like, if they didn't let people know they were lip syncing, they have every reason to be mad. Okay. I realized it as I said it. Sometimes you gotta think, you gotta voice out your thought. It was a dumb take. It was a dumb as fuck take.
Anyway, here's why they named it after Baltimore.
I took the map of America and with my finger closed my eyes and found Baltimore, and we put an A on the end of it, being that it's an Italian production, and became Baltimore.
The Coming to America.
It's a great story. And it means that if they had pointed anywhere else, this band could have been named Albuquerquea, Miami Mia, or Detroit Style Pizza. And together, or maybe not together,
Miami Mia would have been a good name.
Italo disco. Now here's the thing about Italo disco songs. You've probably never heard any of them. Italo disco, for the most part, stayed in Europe. Only a few tracks even made it as far as the UK, even though a lot of songs were in English. And in the US, don't even mention it. Italian disco acts didn't even have a sniff of the US. And of course, today, we are covering the one exception.
the best exception.
The original Tarzan books say that Tarzan makes a loud victory cry. It was first heard in the early Tarzan films of the 1930s. Its origin is obscure. Some sources say it was created and performed by a trained opera singer. Some say that it was created by cutting vocals from multiple people together. Some say it was spliced together from animal sounds. The actor himself claims it was just him trying to yodel. Try to do it yourself? It's surprisingly hard. Now, Tarzan was not a forgotten relic in the 80s. He was still very present in the culture. In the past decade, there had been a terrible Filmation cartoon, a terrible Cheese Fest movie with Bo Derek, and a terribly boring award bait version, the only movie starring Highlander's Christopher Lambert to be nominated for an Oscar. So what I am saying is that the high point
I don't believe
for
that.
Tarzan in the 80s was this.
So much.
I don't know if I've ever actually listened to this song all the way through. This is a goofy ass song.
It's the
I have no idea how Maurizio wrote this song or what his process was, but I would bet my life that he came up with the melody, sang it, and was like, hey, you know what that sounds like? Like, as far as I'm concerned, the chorus is all you need.
Yeah, you cannot help but to sing along with it. You legitimately cannot help it. Every time it starts, I start to sing with it. It is such an addicting song. Like, it is literally an addiction. Like, and I don't get this with fucking. Do you know what other band I get this from? I've already outed myself, like, you know, as being a Limp Bizkit fan and apologist and a Nickelback apologist. But I'm about to break off a little bit more than I can chew here. I love Breaking Benjamin. I love Breaking Benjamin so damn much. I think I've said it a few times. I adore Breaking Benjamin. They're the only other band that I can think of off the top of my head where I can't help but sing along to the song. Like, put me to sleep, evil angel. Like, when you're in your gothiest, emoist, like when you're in that mood, when you're in that dark Spider-Man, when you're in that dark black suit Spider-Man sitting on a gargoyle while it rains mood, you want Brigham Benjamin to be playing. And it's like my other reference here would have been the 2001 Daredevil. Or no, I think it was 2000. Wow, holy shit. 2006? When did Daredevil come out? Not the new one, the Ben Affleck one. When the hell did that come out? Anyway, that was gonna be my second reference when Ben Affleck's Daredevil was sitting on the church and it's raining and then he like falls inside the church. That was gonna be my second reference. But what I'm trying to say is Tarzan Boy is on the level of Breaking Benjamin. No, I will not be asking any questions. Dude, I am so tired answering. I will not be answering any questions. Damn it.
Have to believe that the verses were written around that melody, because otherwise I don't know why you would write a dance song about this.
Jungle life, I'm far away from nowhere. On my own, like Tarzan Boy.
Why Tarzan? How do you end up writing a song about Tarzan unless you are literally Phil Collins and Disney is paying you to? I'm at a bit of a loss to tell you what the song's about otherwise.
Amendment to my previous comment. Son of Man. Phil Collins, Son of Man from the Tarzan soundtrack. That is another one you can't help but sing. You cannot help but sing Son of Man. Son of man, look to the sky. Lift your spirit, set it free. Someday you'll walk tall with pride. Son of man, a man in time you'll be. You can't help but singing that one too. So Breaking Benjamin, Phil Collins, specifically the Tarzan soundtrack, Phil Collins.
I have seen interpretations that this song is subtextually a gay anthem.
Huh. I could...
Seems like a little bit of a leap to me. It is true that Jimmy was gay. I mean, you never want to assume just because a guy disco dances, but
and just because he looks like a twink, I could have called that.
Did not seem to think the song had any subtext. His opinion was that it was a silly novelty song.
Which is true.
You can see it's an ironic Tarzan more than a serious convinced Tarzan.
Actually, I don't know though. I don't know. There's something there. If there is one thing you can say this song is about thematically, it's about the feeling of freedom.
I can't stop.
Free in the jungle, free of the world and its stupid expectations. Don't have a job, don't got any bills to pay, you're free like Tarzan swinging through the trees with the jungle breeze blowing through his loincloth.
Or a billionaire.
And since basically all 80s songs are partially about being gay, like, yeah, actually I can see it. It's alright, you want me so. Come and join me,
kind of see
and
that
you'll
too.
be free. This is what every Village People song is about. I mean, Jimmy himself fled homophobic Ireland for the fashion capital of the world. I think the subtext is there, even if he didn't personally see it.
I can kind of see it too.
It makes more sense as a metaphor than if you took it literally as being about the jungle.
Come and join me once, hurry.
It's easy to survive.
No, it's not. I saw Into the Wild. Yeah, Tarzan didn't become a hit series because people like stories about how living in the jungle is fun and easy. I mean, certainly Jimmy or whoever
to fight tigers and watch
in
Clayton
complete sincerity. There's no
gets tangled
acknowledgement
up in the
whatsoever that
vine.
this is one of the silliest songs of the 80s. No,
The
he
best.
means it. I read some stuff on why Italo disco never caught on in America, and part of the reason is it was stuck in the 70s. By which I mean it didn't really have any good music videos, which had become pretty necessary in America. And it looks like Tarzan Boy will be a prime example of this problem because what the hell is this? We have a song about Tarzan. What should we put in the video? Jungle? Tigers? Apes? No, I got a better idea. Why don't we use the hottest computer graphics of 1985 so that it looks like an early multimedia page, complete with atrocious screen lag, monochrome Atari backgrounds, and the finest text that Harvard Graphics 2.0 can design.
Holy shit.
You know, like the primitive ape-man Tarzan.
That's
you know what?
so
Just before we're
fair.
gonna freeze on this image right here. Beautiful.
That's an image.
Take a good look, everyone.
Soak it in. Soak it in.
What is it?
You relation with Tarzan?
What is my relation? We look very physically the same.
Yeah, Jimmy performed this song on every music show in Europe, and I consider any one of these performance videos to be the real music video. Haha, gotcha, Tarzan Boy. So with possibly the worst video ever made, why was this basically the only Italo disco song to make it to America? Well, I can tell you why. In one word.
Yep, that's literally the reason.
Never forget that hook, ever. This is why, even though it wasn't even a top 10 hit and it's not exactly a staple on throwback stations, it still holds a very fond place in most people's hearts. And in fact, Tarzan Boy's chart history does not end here, and all you 90s kids will remember this one. Because in 1993, Tarzan Boy had a big resurgence thanks to the totally radical heroics of one mean green fighting team.
It kills germs just like it always did. It fights.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That bootleg Tarzan Boy commercial. Okay, so I don't remember this. I'll tell you that right now. I was too young. I was like, what? 3? No, I was 2. So no, I do not remember this at all. So if this happened, I cannot confirm or deny. The bootleg Tarzan Boy, you kidding me?
It's black, and the gum disease gingivitis, just like it always did. Introducing Cool Mint Listerine.
Oh man, which one was your favorite as a kid? I always liked original Antiseptic.
I
Tarzan Boy
the
returned to
original
the
too.
Hot 100, and the reason why is debatable. Some say it was this Listerine commercial.
I can see
Others say it was its appearance in Ninja Turtles 3,
Yes.
the worst Ninja
Yes.
Turtles movie.
Hey!
For a lot of people, this is still the Ninja Turtles song.
Stop. I will not sit here and listen to this slander. This is not the worst Ninja Turtles. That's Ninja Turtles 2. Thank you very much. No. Ninja Turtles 3 was fun. Like the first one, all-time classic. Hands down, all-time classic. Like the whole, like the build-up to like when Ralph is like pissed off on the roof, and then he looks and all the foot ninjas are around him, and like he goes crashing through April's sunroof, and then they have to like not only fight, like, and then, like the like fire and shit's going off too. So like not only do the other turtles have to like carry him out, but they have to make sure they survive and make sure Casey and April survive. And like the whole like aftermath where like Ralph is just sitting in a tub unconscious. No, the first movie is an instant classic. The second movie, can't tell you anything about it. I don't remember anything about the second movie. The third movie, also a classic. Like watching fucking the Ninja Turtles dance to Rockin' to the Beat at the end of the movie. And before anyone says Rockin' to the Beat, you know it. Get into the sound, keep rolling the tunes. Like you know the song, you just don't know the name of it. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. I love the flashback. I love the little emotional beats that the turtles had with like the people of the past, with the people in ancient Japan. I love the soundtrack. I don't care how schlocky Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 is. I will defend it to my dying day. I love that fucking movie. Shut up. Any slander, I promise you. I promise you, I will fucking I'll figure out a threat at some point, but trust me, I will.
Some samurai get transported to the modern day, and they get to enjoy the finest comforts of the 90s, like arcade games, pizza, and of course, some classic 80s music. And apparently that was enough to get it back on the charts, which makes no sense to me. This song...
It makes perfect sense. Also, I just wanna point something out, right? Can you imagine, like, you touch an item, and all of a sudden you're like in the UK in like 2021? No, wait, not 2021. Shit, 2121. Like that old Sherlock Holmes in a 22nd century show. That's a deep cut. I don't think anybody's gonna know that one, but like, can you imagine picking it up and then you're in the UK in 2121, and like you're like, what the fuck? And then you like, you look and go, the Taco Bell wars. You just pick up a newspaper, you're like trying to catch up on all the stuff like you would have like missed, and the first thing you see is like the Taco Bell wars, the 3 seashells, fucking this is a Demolition Man reference. If you haven't seen Demolition Man, yo, Simon Says watch Demolition Man. But point is, that would be freaky. I feel like the samurais in TMNT 3, they were well adjusted, all things considered.
Is as 1986 as it could possibly be. Like, listen to that cheesy synth brass lick. I believe George H.W. Bush actually banned that sound in 1989. Then again, these samurai were centuries removed from Tarzan Boy, and they still appreciated it, so I guess 90s kids could also.
I mean,
and at this point, I think everyone's heard Tarzan Boy, and everyone loves it. Mm-hmm. It's especially still popular in the rest of the world. I think there's covers of it in like every language. Latin America really likes it for some reason.
There.
It's an 80s novelty song in the best way. But at the end of the day, a novelty song. When this is your song, what do you write next? Zorro? Conan? Captain Future? Wizard of Science?
Automatic Man?
What are we doing here? I have double and triple checked this. Yes, the follow-up to Tarzan Boy is in fact named Woody Boogie.
Get the fuck out.
Woody Boogie, Woody Boogie. Look, it's not a promising title, but we will give it a fair shot. So come on,
not.
play me that.
I'm prepared to
Woody
slander.
Boogie.
I am prepared to slander this. It better sound decent.
What? What?
Ah, shit. Actually, I kind of like it.
If you had given me 600 guesses about what Woody Boogie referred to, I wouldn't have gotten it. I would have guessed Woody Harrelson first. I mean, there's your Woody Boogie. Wow, what? Okay,
I like
you
it.
kids who are raised after the era of ancient syndicated cartoons might not know this one, but that's actually the Woody Woodpecker theme.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Woody Woodpecker.
I guess this is them sticking to the formula, because this song also definitely began with the riff, which is also a pop culture reference, though in this case a lot closer to copyright infringement. And then I guess you just build the song around that again. But like Tarzan at least represents something. Like he's an iconic hero. Woody Woodpecker only represents being annoying. And this song does represent that pretty well, to be fair. I'm gonna have that laugh drilling through my skull. Alright, except for the title and the trademark laugh, the song has nothing to do with Woody Woodpecker. As far as I can tell, it's just a song about trying to pick up a girl, and maybe, you know, she can boogie on his Woody, which is what I thought the song was going to be about. There's a funny quote from Jimmy where he says, "No leopard skin outfit in the future. I have a new single, Woody Boogie. It's not gimmicky. I'm not a novelty merchant."
I'm not a novelty merchant. He lies as easy as he breathes. He lied as easily as he breathed. He is a liar. Yo, we have so many like different style of merchants. Novelty merchant should be a new thing. We need to bring that into like the zeitgeist, in the culture zeitgeist. Yo, this dude's a novelty merchant. But like, how would you even bring that up in a sentence? You know what I mean? Like, it needs to be up there with agenda slander. Like, we need to bring that in there. I don't want this to die in a time of shadow. But no, I actually kind of liked it. Like, I actually liked it. Like, there's something there. I feel like there's something there. I was really prepared to slander the hell out of that song, but I actually like it. I actually like it.
This is your non-gimmicky song? Without the gimmick, there would be no song. I love this video too, where they're making Baltimora records, but Jimmy's gotta dance. Hey, maybe that's why this song flopped. Can't sell records if no one's pressing them. Get back to work. Actually, it only flopped in America because they never sent it to America. This was only released in mainland Europe, which makes sense to me. Like, this is a song that only gets big somewhere where they do not understand the language. Do they even have Woody Woodpecker in Europe?
I actually really like it.
I guess they must have.
Actually like
anyway,
it.
America, they went with a different single as the follow-up, Living in the Background.
Oh, I hate songs like this.
It's about how he's not going to live in the shadows anymore. He's going to live out in the open, and yeah, the gay subtext here is like I don't even know if it's subtext anymore. Living in the Background scraped the bottom of the Hot 100, but that about does it for Baltimora's chart history.
No.
Here's the album's final single, Jukebox Boy. Now, considering that Jimmy is gigantic, it's pretty impressive that he found clothes too big for him.
MC Hammer Pen.
Now, this isn't terrible, but it charted nowhere. Taking Tarzan out of the jungle is always a bad idea. look, I'm trying not to say too much about who's singing when that's not completely confirmed. I'm just saying this does not sound like an Irish accent to me. I like how this video is very not subtle about his sexuality too, huh? Naked woman? Yeah.
Shut up. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. Okay. First, the outfit. That is not it. that is awful. Like, the only one I could pull off those pants are MC Hammer. And even then, he could barely do it. Second of all, this, like, I kind of riffed on the Listerine Tarzan Boy commercial sound like a bootleg. This sounds like a bootleg of Tarzan Boy. Jukebox Boy? You can even hear the Tarzan Boy riff in the thing. At least Woody Boogie, it had its own sound, you know? And God, the video in and of itself is awful. It's awful. I hate everything about this song. And like, oh my gosh. Like, if you listen to the beat in there, you can hear like riffs of Tarzan Boy. And I understand if they're like, oh, we should throw that in as like a clever like reference or something. Kind of like when MC Hammer would throw in references to his songs and the Funky Headhunter. No, it didn't work then. It didn't work with him. It didn't work with Jukebox Boy. Holy, in the name. Like, honestly, you should have just been a novelty merchant. Like, those are fun. This doesn't sound fun. Like, even Woody Boogie had me kind of like moving a little bit, you know? But the last two songs after that, no, not an inch of me jammed out to that. This, like, it doesn't have the fun of it. Like, I don't like the slow tempo, you know. I've never, like, okay, I love slow jams, all right? Like, I'm a whole black man. Like, R&B is in my blood, okay? I am I have a predisposition. Never mind. The joke failed. All I'm saying is that I listen to R&B, okay? I can throw down with a slow jam, but I hate slow jams when they're like trying to be sincere, if that makes sense. Like, what? It's hard to explain what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna give it my best shot. Okay, I think there was an episode that Todd did with one of the boys from New Kids on the Block. And he did a song, he covered one of Prince's song, I Could Never Be Your Man, right? And like, it starts off like, and I could never take the place of your man. Like, it has that fake, like, trying to be heartful and soulfulness to it. I hate that. I'd rather you be genuine. Like, as much as I hate Brian McKnight, fucking that Back to You song, you guys know what I'm talking about. One. No, hold on, shit. How did that song go? Like, okay, the song where he's like, when he starts like counting down, like, 1, you're such a dream come true. 2, just wanna be with you. Like, he puts the feeling in that. He, like, you could feel that he means every single word. But I Can Never Take the Place of Your Man, the remix or the cover of it, it's just it's a fakeness in it. Where it's like, you don't really mean this. You're just trying to get into her pants. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm, and I heard that with the song before this one. That's why I kind of grown like, oh God. Because you could hear that they're trying to, it's like fake sincerity. I hate that shit. Jukebox Boy, I hate it. This is the fake Tarzan Boy. I despise it. And also, Tarzan Boy, Jukebox Boy. See? Boy.
I have no idea what this song is about. No, not really. I'm afraid not.
No.
Because none of the other songs did very well. Their second album only got a limited release and didn't make it to America. Here is the only single, Kiki Karimba, which...
Hypnotized by sounds of their own glory.
You know what? I do like this Pet Shop Boys pastiche they're doing here, and... None of these songs.
Okay, I'm feeling
none of
it.
The hook of the Tarzan yell. Also, Jimmy's hair has somehow gotten even worse.
Okay, wait a minute. There's something there. There's something there.
I absolutely do not know what you mean.
Kiki Karimba. There's something there.
But
I don't like
this
it.
Is incoherent even by 80s standards. And that is literally it for Baltimora. From there, they drop off the map completely. Whatever happened to Maurizio Bassi is a total mystery.
Went on a
History
coke run
has
in Africa.
Completely lost track of him since 1987. Although Discog claims he has 2 sons that do produce music now. That's all I know. As for Jimmy, when Tarzan Boy got big, Jimmy said that he was going to make sure he got to actually write some songs on the next album. And he did, in fact, write one song, the album's title track, Survivor in Love.
Survivor in love. Love me do.
I don't think there was much room for adult contemporary ballads in the Italo disco scene.
Again.
Very tragically,
Again.
I must report that Survivor of Love is a darkly ironic title. Jimmy died of AIDS in 1995, meaning that he cannot defend himself from the lip-syncing charges. The important thing, though, is that he lived long enough to see Ninja Turtles 3. He was 37. That's way too young. Can I say, this is not how I wanted to end my episode about goddamn Tarzan Boy.
Seriously.
If any song deserved a lighter story, jeez. Thanks, reality. I'm gonna play one of those Listerine commercials instead.
I'm so sorry.
This is no ordinary mint mouthwash.
I didn't expect it to get that dark. Fuck. Okay. So first of all, rest in peace to the man to Jimmy, who may have not sang the song, but he added the performance of a lifetime in Tarzan Boy. I will never take that away from him. He did damn good work. Hope he's resting up there. Rest easy, Big Jim. Oh, fuck. Now I feel bad because I trashed on Jukebox Boy. And I was just about to trash on Survivor of Love. Damn, man. Damn you. At least I will stop before I could trash on it too bad. Okay, I'll just leave it where it is.
This is Cool Mint Listerine. Protects you against the early threat of the
This is still better than Jukebox Boy, though.
Robin Hood?
Yeah. I
Some
feel
of the
like
songs
it.
are all right, but yeah, they did not have another Tarzan Boy in them.
They could have.
No, there's only one Tarzan Boy. Many Tarzans, only one Tarzan Boy.
They
It's maybe not
should
the
have put
greatest
Brendan
song in the 80s,
Fraser's
but it's a song that absolutely needs
Jungle
to
Boy up
exist.
there.
There's nothing like it. And I believe that somewhere in the afterlife, that redheaded giant Jimmy is lounging in the jungle, free to be who he is, singing this song.
Yeah. Well,
2 requests down, 5 to go. You better appreciate this dog. One last thing I wanted to add here because of the state of the world. I know we're all going through tough times right now.
Yes.
It's put a serious strain on all our mental healths.
Yes,
and
my
we
mental
could all
health
use
is
some better
disastrous.
help getting through it. And when I need better help for my personal struggles, I find nothing helps me
this video
better
sponsored
than the
by
fine
Better.
content at
Oh,
Nebula,
okay.
a truly wonderful little site where you can
That's where I'll end it. He kept saying better help. I thought he was going there, but he wasn't. Okay, so what did we learn here today? I learned not to trash people too soon before I learned their eventual fates. I learned that Tarzan Boy is still and will forever be the greatest of all time. Also, I'm surprised he didn't mention Jungle Boy, like, cause AEW, like back then, before Real Glass, don't cry me a river, before he was put in a headlock by CM Punk, he was Jungle Boy, and he had Tarzan Boy as his theme song, and that made me happy to hear. Even though I'm starting to get into AEW now, but I wish I had gotten into there while he still had Tarzan Boy. I would have loved to sing it while he was coming out. Jack Perry, good job. But that's such a okay. You know what? This video has been a mess, but it's my mess. It's my first reaction to this, and I think that's it. I really hope everyone enjoyed it. I really hope you guys like, comment, subscribe with it, because as you know, and I'm sure Todd would tell you, doing these videos are brutal in a sense of, you know, copyright. So I'd be really happy if you guys, you know, give it thumbs up and comment it. And if you guys have any other like Todd in the Shadow reactions, or just reactions in video, and like, or anything you want me to react to in general, as long as it's not like, best way to put this, as long as it's not like racist, you know, or sexist, or like homophobic or anything like that, as long as it's not anything like that, if you guys have something for me to react to, I would love to react to it. You know, just leave a comment, because I do watch them, I do heart them, and as you can see, at some point I'm gonna hopefully remember, just let me know if I did. I always put the people who request something in my video. So with all that said, I am Sad and Dre Blues, and I'll see you guys amongst the stars. Until then, ciao.